Let's go. Hello, my name is Elio. I'm a third-generation dairy farmer, and I think I got a lot of explaining to do. I want you guys to understand what we're doing, why we're doing it here at the dairy, and to make sure that everyone is not just educated, if you will, but maybe a little bit knowledgeable and understands the real world just a little bit. So today, as we go along, I'm going to do a much better job of explaining what's happening, but I'm going to make sure you still get to just sit back and enjoy the work being done. So Robbie here has the tablet with a software on it, and that software has what's called cow cards. So it shows all the information of the cows. If you can see here, a little bit of a glare, but you can see all the different information. So here on the left side, it has things like recheck, okay, open, pregnant, correct date, pregnant other date, things of that nature. So when we're preg checking the cows, we use an ultrasound machine, and my uncle uses the ultrasound wand and he passes it through the rectum of the cow to look at the cervix. And what he's doing with that is it's just like an ultrasound when a woman is pregnant and she's going in for a checkup to check up on the baby. We're gonna see if that cow is pregnant, and we got some cows in heat right now. One of the cows that we're gonna check is in heat, so she's probably not pregnant. And when a cow is in heat, what that means is that she's ovulating. So she's coming into the end of her cycle, her eggs are dropping, and that is the time we need to breed these animals to get the highest success rate. Because if there's no egg, then there's nowhere for the semen to go. Right side we have PP, which is possibly pregnant, OV, which is a shot cycle that we'll give. Same with LUT, which is luteolase. OV is progesterone. Progesterone is a hormone that will help induce ovulation on the cows. And so we'll select the different things, what the cow needs, where she's gonna be in her next breeding cycle if she's not pregnant. So nothing to it but to do it. Okay, we are back here in pen 5. My uncle is checking some cows. This cow right here, she's got a B on her for beef. She's gonna find some short-term employment at McDonald's. Sadly, she's just not making ends meet. Here in this pen, the cows are not unhealthy. They're just having trouble conceiving and making their way into the next lactation. This is the pen where they do kind of have their last chances, and we're doing everything that we can to continue the cow's lifespan. But this cow over here, she doesn't produce enough milk, fat corrected, or flow, so she's simply not paying for herself, but she'll be a tasty hamburger, that's for sure. We're in our heifers right now, preg checking the heifers. We got a pregnancy right here. I'm going to give her a little shot, and what that shot is, it's a vaccine. It's mainly Leptospira cancola, which is the technical term, and Aggie, which is the technical term. There's a couple of other viruses in that shot. What it is a vaccine to help prevent these animals who have just conceived, to prevent a miscarriage potentially, and it's just all about animal health and welfare, and so that's why we do it. It's just like why you get your baby vaccinated against, you know, chicken pox or polio or meningitis, whatever it may be. We just wrapped up with herd check. We got 20 cows pregnant, technically 21. One was a recheck from last week. We didn't know if she was pregnant or not, but that's why we rechecked her, and sure enough she was pregnant, so I'm very grateful for that. We shoot for about 20 cows a week. That helps us not only maintain our herd size of about 900 cows, not including dry stock. Dry stock is just what we refer to as the cows that are not milking, our dry cows. They're on their little 2-month vacation right now before they calve again and go back into the milking strings. Having 20 cows pregnant a week is a really great goal to be able to achieve. It not only helps us maintain but grow our herd size. What we can do is we can use that to cull older cows who have a lower genetic potential compared to our new heifers. So if you think about it, the youngest animals, say we have a cow that's in her 5th lactation and it's time to go on a truck to another dairy potentially, or McDonald's, wherever she needs to go, we can replace her with a heifer and we can get a higher genetic potential out of that heifer and keep moving forward and breeding cows not only to make more components, make more milk, but overall our main goal as dairymen is animal welfare. And we want healthier and healthier cows every single day that come into this facility. And that is what dairying is about. It's about animal welfare. And so we try our hardest and I plead to you that animal agriculture isn't necessarily what you see on TikTok or Instagram, but it is not just a business, but it is a way of life, and not a lifestyle, but a way of life. I'm out here with our Pen 7 cows. Robbie is in the back. I don't know if you can see him. He is marking cows with an L. And what the L means, it's just an indicator for lute or luteolase. What that shot does is it can cause a voluntary abortion. We do not do that. What we use it for is to clean out the uterus of the cow. If she has any retained placenta, that just helps them start their ovulation cycles and make sure that the cows are super clean so that they can get bred the first time. That's the goal. You don't want to be spending a bunch of money on AI semen. The OV shot has progesterone. All the hormones that we use here is naturally occurring in these animals. So you could, for example, say that they are getting exogenous hormones, but not to the point where it would make them sick. It's not like taking steroids or anything like that. All of these hormone shots are used therapeutically to these animals, so it's really not exogenous. It's a very low dose that's just enough to help these animals become more healthier, aiding their natural cycles. Let me tell you what, there ain't nothing a little bit of JB Weld can't fix, especially on this dairy. So we got a little bit of a mess over here. So in another video, I'll explain the whole dairy and the dynamic, but there's 5 owners, 5 brothers that are partners in this family farm. And my dad is one of the partners. But one of my uncles mainly just feeds cows, and he went a little crazy to one of our grain bins. Not one of those big grain silos, but I'll show you here real quick. So as you can see, there's a big old crack right there. And if we fill this bin up, all of the palm fat, I'll talk about that soon, what that's for, spills out. So we got to take care of that. Okay, it's a little bit tight in here. And this got messed up a little bit more. Holy moly. Okay. I've got to line up all the cracks and fill it with JB Weld. It's plastic, so that's why I'm going to be using JB Weld. Oh boy, this is going to be a fun one. I had it all nice and perfect yesterday. Yep. Oh my gosh, they did a number on this. Oh, that's why right there. This thing is so messed up. They broke it even more. Oh. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run and get some tape, some Gorilla tape, to kind of hold these seams together so the JB Weld doesn't slip through, and we have a nice seal on all of this. So I will be back real quick. I'm back. No tape. Couldn't find any. Don't want to go back to the hardware store, so I'm gonna make with what I got. Make do with what I got. So let's get this thing opened up. Everything's lined up as good as it's gonna get. So let's fix this. Okay, I got it all taken care of. I don't know if you can really see, there's some drips, but we got these cracks right here all sorted out. This one is the exception on the top right there, but the one back here, we got that sorted out. Everything else is lined up. This is the only part that needs a little bit of work, but I'll come back and do that tomorrow, and we will be all good to go, and we'll have no more spillage out of this bin. This is such a mess. So here, this is a silage truck, the back of a silage truck, what's inside. The silage from the chopper flows over through the top into the truck. These chains right here are what push out or pull out the silage. And right up there, I don't know if you can quite see, but the chain is broken. And this is not silage in the back of this truck. This is manure. And my uncle was hauling manure, broke the chains. Now it's my job to clean out the back of this truck and take it over to my cousin's shop so that we can fix this mess. So, here we go. As you can see, the chains are not supposed to be bent like this or like that. Holy moly, this is gonna be a fun one to fix. Ah, man. That was a fun time. You know, nothing like manure in your hair. Oh, look good? Woo, I got an afro going on. Holy crap. And I got manure in all the wrong places, let me tell you what. Terrible. Alrighty, I'm off driving the silage truck out here on the road, taking it over to my cousin's shop. He's a field mechanic. He builds, he fixes all sorts of things, agriculture. Does a great job. And I'm just glad, at least for now, I better not speak too soon. I'm not the one that's fixing these floor chains or helping to fix these floor chains.